My name is Sabir. I spent a few hours looking at tnnursery.net, looking at your keyword data, your rankings, your technical setup, because I want to actually understand your site before talking about what I could do for it. And what I found is genuinely exciting, not in a sales pitch kind of way, in a there is real money sitting on the table here, kind of that way. So I put this video together to walk you through exactly what I found, what it means, and what I think the opportunity looks like for TN Nursery. This is about 20 minutes. I think it will be worth it. Let me start with what is actually working really well, because I want to be clear from the beginning. TN Nursery is not struggling. This is a strong site with real momentum. 87,600 organic visitors per month from Google in the US alone. And it is growing, up 11% over the last period. 83,900 organic keywords, authority score 44, which SEMrush rates as very good. We have over 3,200 referring domains and 24,000 backlinks. That is a serious foundation. You have been doing this for a long time and it shows. And look at this trend line. Traffic is moving in the right direction. The site is growing organically. If you are watching this, that is largely down to the content work on the site, the blog, the product descriptions, the gardening guides. That content foundation is genuinely strong. So everything I am able to show you is not about fixing something that is broken. It is about unlocking what is already almost there. Now let me show you something that I think tells the real story about where TN Nursery stands right now. This is your keyword profile broken down by intent. What people are actually searching for when they land on your site. Informational keywords, 59,400 keywords, 62,200 visitors. These are people searching for things like how to grow honeysuckle, what is wisteria, when do daisies bloom. Educational traffic, great for building an audience. Now look at commercial, 25,700 keywords, 22,300 visitors, and transactional, 14,600 keywords, 16,200 visitors. Together, that is 40,300 keywords with 38,500 visitors per month from people who are actively comparing plans to buy or ready to make a purchase. That is a solid number. But here is what I noticed when I looked closer at where those visitors are actually coming from. Your top traffic pages. Number 1, daisies, 8,300 visitors, goes to a blog post. Number 2, honeysuckle, 2,900 visitors, blog post. Marigold, 1,900 blog post. Wisteria, 1,300 informational page. So the content is doing a brilliant job bringing people in, but a lot of that traffic is landing on informational pages, not on the product pages where someone would actually buy a plant. That is not a content problem, that is a conversion path problem. And the technical SEO work is a big part of how you fix that. This is where it gets really interesting. Right now, tnnursery.net has 9,968 commercial keywords ranking between position 11 and 50. That is page 2, page 3, page 4 on Google. Not invisible, not terrible, just close enough to page 1 that the right technical improvements could move a meaningful number of them over the line. Let me show you some specific examples. Perennial flowers, 60,500 monthly searches. TN Nursery ranks at position 12, getting approximately 90 visitors from it. Position 12 means you are the second result on page 2. One page up and that number changes dramatically. Cherry Blossom Tree, also 60,500 searches, position 14, 90 visitors. Fast growing trees, 90,500 searches every month, position 12, 27 visitors. And this one, I want to highlight specifically witch hazel. 110k monthly searches in the US. TN Nursery ranks for it, position 45. You know how many visitors that sends to the site? 11. From 110k searches a month, 11 visitors. That is what position 45 looks like. I am not promising these exact numbers. SEO does not work that way, and anyone who tells you otherwise is being straight with you. But this gives you a sense of what is sitting just one page away. These keywords exist. The search volume is real. TN Nursery is already ranking for them. The gap between where you are and page 1 is what I'm talking about closing. And then there are the transactional keywords. 6,827 of them sitting on positions 11 to 50. These are the searches where someone has already made up their mind. They are not browsing, they are ready to buy. Maple tree, position 11, 40,500 searches a month, right on the edge of page 1. Fruit trees for sale, position 12. People who want to buy fruit trees right now. Plant nursery near me, position 45. This is actually local keyword. 74,000 monthly searches. Someone on their phone looking for a nursery. TN Nursery shows up on page 5 for that. Trees for sale near me, position 14. This is also a local keywords and it has a strong buying signal. And this is sitting near page 1. These are not informational keywords actually. These are people with their wallet out. And they are landing on page 2, 3, 4 or 5 of Google instead of finding TN Nursery on page 1. Now, let me show you something that I found really eye-opening. I ran a keyword gap comparison between TN Nursery and two of your main competitors, fastgrowingtrees.com and naturehills.com. There are 25,400 keywords that your competitors are ranking for that TN Nursery has 0 ranking for. None. Not even on page 10. Now, before that sounds alarming, let me show you specifically which ones matter. Because I actually went and checked your product lineup before putting this together. I only want to show you the gaps where TN Nursery actually sells the plant. Every single one of these plants is your product lineup. TN Nursery sells magnolia trees, willow trees, butterfly bushes, oak trees, all of them. But for each of these keywords, your competitors are showing up on page 1 and TN Nursery is nowhere to be found. That is not a product problem, that is a visibility problem. And visibility problems have solutions. So the question is why? TN Nursery has the authority, the backlinks, the content, the product range. Why are these keywords not ranking? I ran a full technical crawl of tnnursery.net before making this video. And what I found is that there are several technical issues that are quietly working against your ranking. Nothing catastrophic, but they compound each other. First, 321 internal pages on the site are returning error codes. When Google tries to crawl those pages, it hits a dead end. Every one of those dead ends is a page that cannot rank, cannot pass authority to other pages, and wastes Google's time crawling your site. Some of those broken pages are very likely product and collection pages, magnolia trees pages, butterfly bush pages, the exact pages that should be ranking for the keywords we just looked at. Second, 314 product and collection images are oversized. This directly slows down your pages. Google has been using page speed as a ranking factor for years now. And for mobile users, a slow product page loses rankings to a faster competitor almost every time. Third, your collection pages have schema markup errors. Schema is how Google understands what your pages are about and what products they contain. With these errors on collection pages, you are missing out on the rich search results, the star ratings, the product details that appear directly in Google's result and get significantly higher click-through rates. And there are a few more issues on top of these. Canonical tag setup that could be cleaned up, robots.txt inconsistencies, pagination links that search engines cannot properly follow, which means Google may not even be seeing all your products. None of these are unsolved. In fact, every single one has a clear fix. But right now, they are working together to hold back a site that should genuinely be ranking on page 1 for a lot more of those planned keywords. So what does the work actually look like? Let me be straightforward about these. First, we go through all 321 broken pages and set up proper redirects. Each broken URL gets mapped to relevant live page, not everything dumped to the home page. Every single redirect goes to the most contextually relevant destination. That alone cleans up a significant amount of crawl waste and recovers lost page authority. Then we fix the image performance. 314 images compressed and converted to modern formats. This is probably the single biggest lever for page speed and core web vitals improvement, and core web vitals directly affect rankings. Then schema, canonicals, pagination, and robots.txt, each one a specific fix with a specific outcome. My developer and I work on this together. He handles the theme level code changes. I handle the SEO strategy and verification that everything is done correctly. After the technical foundation is solid, the 10,000 commercial keywords stuck on page 2 and the 6,800 transactional keywords stuck on page 2 to 5 have a clean path forward. The content is already there. The products are already there. We are just removing the technical blockers that are stopping Google from fully trusting and ranking those pages. My wife and I work as a team. She handles communication, coordination, and keeps everything organized on the project management side. I handle all the SEO strategy, auditing, and execution with our developer supporting on the technical implementation side. We have been doing this since 2018. Before client work, I built and ranked affiliate sites. I understand how Google works, both from the technical side and from the content and strategy side. We are not a big agency. We are a focused team that takes on work we can do properly. It covers every issue I found, why it matters, and exactly what needs to be done. Have a read through it when you get a chance. TN Nursery is a family business with decades of history behind it and a product range that people are actively searching for right now. The foundations are solid. What is missing is the technical groundwork that lets Google see all of that clearly. If it makes sense after watching this, just drop me a message. Thank you so much for watching.